Hey, JC at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore. And here in Toledo, Ohio, 436-1741-953-16097. Instagram at JC's Comics and More, www.jcscomicsandmore.com. And we've got comics to take care of here. And they sent us a bunch of air. Got a bunch of air right there. Let's see, what's this item here? Marvel Previews. A box of Marvel Previews. We'll open that up last. I thought those are shipping this week. Had a chance to read the new Hulkerines and Amazing Spider-Man, and Ariel Amazing Spider-Man is much better. Lizard actually looks like a lizard rather than an alligator. This is from Aftershock, Dark Red number 2. And here we've got a, I forgot these were coming in. I might be the only shop in the area that has these. I'm not sure what the price on these are going to be yet, but this is the C2E2 exclusive previews cover. So we've got those that are available. Again, not going to find those at any other shop in town. Got Stiletto number 2, set aside for a customer. Got Sharky cover A. We had cover B already. Here's cover A. Got this Ghostbusters comic. So the one shot, the Extreme Ghostbusters. So if you're a Ghostbuster fan, come get it. And we have Freedom Fighters number 5 right here. I didn't order one copy, so obviously the next copy should be Freedom Fighters. No, it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 38. That's the cover A. So of course the next issue should be Power Rangers. No, it's the Mark Bagley Amazing Spider-Man 21 and 25 variant. So the next issue should be Freedom Fighters, right? No, it's the True Believers Darth Vader 1. That was a buck. So next issue. No, this is the retailer exclusive Turtles 93. So starting with issue 94, I'm going to be getting 20 copies in. So I'll have an extra copy of that retailer's variant, which of course is going to one of my customers who has ensured that he wants it. So he's paying. We worked out a deal. You got Justice League Dark number 10. This has actually been very good. If you're not reading Justice League Dark, maybe give it a look-see. Oh, here's the other Freedom Fighters. Oh, of course. That's of course where they would be. They're on the top on the other side. Of course, this one here, this little piggy got lost on his way to market. Again, micromanage. Micromanage is the word of the day. Somebody was not micromanaged. They made more work for somebody else. Thank you. Thanks for making more work for me. Got more of those Justice League Darks. We've got the 1 in 25 Darth Vader or Vader Dark Visions. We've got my 2 copies of Batman Beyond. Somebody asked to have a copy set aside for him, so I am setting a copy aside for him. The other copy goes out for sale. Black Widow number 4. I've got 2 people that want copies, so I'll put my 2 copies out and my 3 copies go out for sale. Goddess Mode, issue 5. I've got a copy being set aside for somebody. Here is cover E of Jughead the Hunger versus Vampirotica. We got the new issue of Marvel Comics Presents with a great Art Adams cover. It's got Moon Knight in his Sunday best costume or suit. Got the Warning from Image. I believe both these copies are set aside for a couple of poll customers. Detective 1002 is out this week. This is the cover B of 1002. Let's grab the rest of the copies so we set those aside. And I see the new issue of Riverdale has come out this week also. So one of the guys that gets those Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is going to be happy that his Riverdale is out. We do have a few damaged copies there. Okay. Let's see what's on the other side here. See if we can get through with this box quickly, and then we can move on to our next box. Maybe I'll try and do all these boxes together. But this is Riverdale, cover A, and now I'll set that aside for my customer. Here we got True Believers 1, Avengers Forever by Kurt Busiek and Carlos Pachenka. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for a customer. Here's the Asgardian variant for Black Panther number 11. Here's my one copy of Steven Universe. This might be the last copy I order if this copy does not sell. Issue number 31 of Dr. Affleck. I know it said Dr. Afra by Car Dr. Affleck. The only reason that book sells is because of the variant covers that they make us buy on those. Here's War of the Realms, Uncanny X-Men 1. This is the connecting cover. Did not order very many of those, so those will be gone very quickly. This is the second printing variant, 1 in 25 variant on Incredible Hulk number 16. Marvel now has decided to, on their second printings, to get us, and they did, didn't they? I ordered it, to get us to order 25 copies. I've got somebody that might be interested in that. I'm not sure what the price on that is going to be yet. You have to check back with us tomorrow morning. There is the regular cover on Amazing Spider-Man number 20. We did see the connecting variant in my previous video. Okay. Dig through the rest of this box. So we have the Asgardian covers on Avengers number 18. You've got She-Hulk. You've got Ghost Rider. You got Ms. Marvel, Black Panther, Valkyrie, and I don't know if that's supposed to be Daredevil. But it's nice seeing She-Hulk on their front there. Bad Luck Chuck, number 2. It's bad luck to be a Chuck. Here we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is cover A. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for my regulars. Here is the Venom Volume 2, The Abyss trade paperback. Here's the cover A's on Avengers Edge of Infinity. With the cover B's by Ron Lim, came in the first box, I do believe. Queen of Bad Dreams number 1. It's Takeoff on the Madame Xanadu cover by, I believe, Mike Kaluta. And that's set aside for a poll customer. Cover B of Riverdale. That's getting put out. We got Star Wars. This is the other Star Wars book. Galaxy's Edge number 1. So we got a couple of different Star Wars titles this week. Fantastic Four. I want to say this is maybe a hidden variant cover. Marvel does so many different variants, it's hard to try to keep track. Grimm's Fairy Tales, cover A. Here is the Marvel previews. This is the House of X. And then on the back, Powers of X. That's it for this box. The other box, like I said, has more of these. It's more of my Marvel previews. So we're going to pause this quickly. Okay. We've got this last box. Let's see how quickly we can get through this box, hopefully before the battery dies on me. Hopefully the battery doesn't die anytime soon. But you just never know with this damn damn batteries these days. Okay, I see Detective Comics, I see Venom, I see Ascender, I see Thanos blank covers. So, Duel to the Death with the Arkham Knight on Detective Comics. That first issue was pretty damn good. It must have sold well enough. DC's gone back to a second printing on that. DC's not one to second print stuff, unlike Marvel. Here's a variant edition on Star Wars Galaxy's End. I think I know who's going to want that. We've got Volume 1 And these are, sadly, they're $16.99, but volume 1 of Extra Sisters. Usually, Images trades, volume 1s are $9.99. They seem to have gotten away from that, which is too bad. I mean, that's too bad. That was a good selling point. I could sell somebody on a $9.99 trade paperback pretty easily. Heroes in Crisis number 8. We got the regular cover. Put that on top of the Harley Quinn cover. Let's see, Lollipop Kids. And my one copy does get set aside for one of my poll customers. See, we got Superior Spider-Man, issue number 5, out this week also, which is the Otto Octavius Spider-Man. Spider-Man used to be special, not everybody's Spider-Man. Here's the Bill Sienkiewicz Fantastic Four variant for number 9. This is a 1 in 25 variant. It's a very, very nice cover. Very great stuff by Bill, indeed. Issue number 2 of Dow H for Hero. Here we go. Here's the Greatest Moments 12 of 36. Enter Darth Vader of Dr. Aphra. So this is why they sell copies of this book, to get us to order copies of stuff like this here. Those sadly would not be cover price because they have to make up for the cost to be buying all these copies I don't want. If I didn't have to buy the 7 copies of Dr. Aphra, I'd probably only be buying 4 copies. But I'm locked into that 7 if I want those variant covers. If I don't want those variant covers, I can lower it. But then people will go elsewhere. Here is the blank cover to Thanos. And here is Ascender. It's cover A. But I could swear I saw more copies. Oh, look, right on top here. Again, you could not put all these copies together. Somebody not smart enough. Somebody wasn't micromanaged and told, hey, Kevin, make sure you put all the copies of the book together. No, they weren't micromanaged. Just like this title here. Because I could swear. Actually, I take it back. I am wrong here. This is a variant cover. But almost thought that this was another Star Wars cover. But they've done it enough times. How many times have I done this? 4, 5, 6 times in these unboxings that somebody wasn't micromanaged properly? Here is the $9.99 variant cover of White Widow. Look at that thing. Isn't that nice? Man, all sparkly and everything. It says, buy me, buy me, buy me. Cover C of The Shape of Elvira. Look at that. Look at those babies. Look at those babies right there. She's jealous. She's jealous of her. She's jealous because she's old and she doesn't have that lift. She's jealous of her. And see, we got Thor number 1. The Jane Foster Thor, not the real Thor. The Jane Foster Thor. The Mary Sue Thor. So we've got a 3D edition of Mary Sue Thor. G.I. Joe number 3. Got that copy set aside for one of my customers. This is cover C of Grimm's Fairy Tales. I will have one copy available for sale. Here's Spawn. Spawn number 296. This is cover B, the black and white copy. Here's Vamp Blade. Got to cover up the naughty bits, and that's set aside for a customer. Star Trek Year 1, Issue 1. I got lots of people, lots of Star Trek fans that want copies of those. So I'll make sure a few of those get set aside. I see the variant for Action 1010. And of course I see Venom yet. And I see, let's see, these are the rest of those. And it's got Greg Hildebrandt. Unfortunately, his brother Tim died some years ago. But the Hildebrandts, boy, those guys are legends. New issue of Wizard Beach. That's set aside for a customer. New Bloodshot Rising Spirit. I'm going to set that aside for one of my poll customers. Here we have a reprint of Star Wars 107 as a True Believer. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my poll customers. Here's a Man Eaters. Make sure it gets set aside for a poll customer, but you do have another copy that you can buy. So we do have a copy there for sale. Forgotten Queen number 3 from Valiant. That's cover A. Wow. Forgot all about Black Betty, Bama Lamb. That book is late. Here is the regular A cover. Again, I read this earlier. This wasn't bad. This was pretty good. Hawkerines. Well, it's just a 3-issue miniseries. That's shocking. Marvel usually always loves to do at least 5 to 6 issue miniseries. Makes you kind of wonder about this cover. Is this as they're walking? Is that what they're looking at? Are they walking towards the Falcon? There's Aftershock, the Replacer. So make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my pulls. Fight Club 3, issue number 4, cover B. Copy of that gets set aside for a pull. Punk Mamba, number 1 from Valiant. A rare Dan Burrington cover. Superior Spider-Man, the Asgardian cover. To issue number 5. Here's Venom. Venom number 13, which was at the bottom of this side. Where's the rest of my Venom 13s? Oh, here they are. They're at the top of the other side. Again, micro manage. So we got Doomsday Clock number 6. This is the second printing. This is the last variant printing, as they call it. I'm going to dig out the stuff on the bottom here. Let's see some other stuff I need to see. We've got the DC Comics previews. So they're starting the storyline City of Bane. DC is just firing on all cylinders, let me tell you. So, can't wait to check out my DC previews. So you've got Wonder Woman number 69. We've got the regular cover. Terry Dotson cover. Everybody smooching. Steve Trevor wants to be smooching on Wonder Woman 2. Who doesn't? Boom Studios, Coda. Issue number 11, set aside for a poll customer. Apama. That's set aside for a poll customer. We've got Thanos. This is movie variant cover. This is Thanos number 1. This is the movie variant cover for Thanos. Okay, that's what that is. Okay. So we got Doctor Strange. It looks like he's taken over as Galactus, or Galactus is involved. Funny, Galactus is involved in Fantastic Four also. You think maybe an editor would have could let people know what's going on? Again, the micromanaging. That's too much to do, isn't it? Got Fearscape. It's for a customer. And look at this. Imagine that. Look what I just found. Again, what's the word of the day? Detective Comics are buried with other comics. Makes me angrier than you can ever imagine. Because I've dealt with that before. Doctor Strange, that's the Asgardians cover. New issue of Silencer. Issue number 16. Here of Elvira, Shape of Elvira. This is cover D. This is the photo cover. Tap Dance Killer. Set aside for a customer. Here is Justice League Dark number 10. The Kelly Jones variant. Here's another copy. This is cover B of G.I. Joe. So was it? Sarah Mute. The copy that gets set aside. Got Zodiac. Cover A getting set aside. Man, there's a stack of polls I got for people. Here's cover A of Firefly. Okay, just one more stack to go. We're done here. Of course, always, if you like to do like these videos, certainly subscribe and smash the bell for notifications. There's the cover 1010 of Action Comics. Here's the Realm. This is probably cover A's. Cover A's of the Realm. Make sure a copy that gets set aside for a poll customer. Here is the Virgin cover, which would be cover C for Spawn 296. Got guys looking for those. Here's the 1 in 25. These are probably 1 in 25 Ron Lim variants, since I only have 2 copies. I guess that's what I'll have to think those are. Forgotten Queen number 3. This is cover B. True Believers, Avengers, Rocket Raccoon, which Rocket Raccoon's not an Avenger, so just call it True Believers Rocket Raccoon number 1. It reprints the Mike Mignola series. Here's cover C of Sharky, issue number 3. Here's the Josh Middleton cover to Batman 34. I had somebody that was buying these copies, had calling up, had me set copies aside. I never came in. Burned me on a lot of copies. Didn't know, I don't know what happened. You know, sometimes people ask you to put stuff aside. You don't know if something's happened to them. You know, if that person's alive or dead, if they lost their job. You know, if you can't make it in, just let me know. And, you know, just give me a heads up, people, please. But he burned me with a stack of books. Fight Club 3, number 4. This is cover A on that. Very sad, too, because he was somebody I liked talking to. And I was, oh, okay, those Ron Lim covers, I thought maybe were 1 in 25s. Silly rabbit. Because here's the rest of them. Silly rabbit, you idiot! You should have known Micro and Manage. They couldn't put stuff together properly. Silly rat creatures. Silly rat creatures. Now this one here may be a 1 in 25. There's only 2 copies, but we may find more in the stack here, so we'll see. Here's the customer order forms I was looking for. Here's Sandman Universe Books of Magic. It's not just Books of Magic, it's Sandman Universe Books of Magic. So make sure a copy of that gets set aside for somebody. Punk Mambo number 1. This is cover B on that. Vamp Blade, another nude cover, so make sure that gets set aside for somebody. Here's the Uncanny X-Men War of the Realms. So I have to make sure those get set aside and make sure I reorder some copies, because I probably need some copies reordered. Here's a Fantastic Four Asgardians cover. I believe this is, yep, Terry Dodson. I think there's 3 Terry Dodson covers this month, or this week. You've got the Wonder Woman, you have that one, and I can't remember which other one there is. I think there's 3 Terry Dodson covers. Punk's Not Dead, issue 3. Those copies are set aside for a poll customer. Zodiac, cover B. And then finally, Avengers number 18 of War of the Realms. Issue number 18 of War of the Realms. Again, if you do like these videos, do subscribe. If you do subscribe, be sure to smash that bell for notifications. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for putting up with me being angry about the lack of micromanagement from Diamond. But I feel their pain. But thanks again. And hopefully we'll get to the unboxing videos for the free Comic Book Day comics also. So if you might, hopefully you'll see those on later today as well. Thank you. Have a great New Comics Day on Wednesday.